Hello, my name is Scott for SB Gaming and welcome back to Transport Fever European Freeplay Edition, and we are currently here in, I believe it is Kirton, and we are just joined 33 people hopping aboard the station. We have one person waiting here, so 33 people heading back towards Dunwich, Askern, Southgate, Grays. Let's just follow along the train, and we might as well hop aboard. Actually, we are going to repay. We now have no loan. It is June 23rd. Let's jump aboard first person cam. I think we rolled into Kirton at the end of the episode, but we might as well just follow this along. My goal will be to connect up, I think it's Northwich in this episode, as well as off screen. I set up local routes within Kirton. Forgot to do that on screen, but we did get it done. And now we come up the long trek upwards. I did readjust this section so it no longer kind of roller coasters down at a steep angle. I might readjust it later on. I did some smoothing. Currently rolling at 60 kilometers an hour, and we are able to go. And buildings peeking over the tops of the trees. I have run on the game a little bit just to make some money back, as well as to let some passenger travel occur. And so we drop off all but 18, and we fill back up. We currently have 36 people that want to go onwards to Dunwich, 6 that want to go back to Kirton. We have 25 people wanting to go back along the express train. And so we do have some passengers coming. So over here, we have a bunch of stops. We have 4 RT lines. We have the RT1 going this way, and what it does is mainly covers the residential that is outside the range of the station, although most people can walk. A lot of people are choosing to take the bus rather than walking. We have the RT2 line that connects this side over to this side. Now, whether or not people over here will want to take that rather than coming over here and taking that. We also have the RT3 line going like this, and we have a small RT4 line that just goes back and forth like that. I think this is going to be kind of a loss leading line. It's not really going to make much money, although if the town expands out this way, that line will extend and it will potentially be profitable. But they've only been running for a little bit of time, so it is pretty much what it is. And yeah, we removed a lot of commercial demand out of here by putting the station in there. Now, yeah, that's the thing, freight. Where would I want to put freight in? I'd almost want to put it over here, but that's so far away from the... We have the freight line over here. I wonder, do I road over here, put a freight station here, extend this onwards up to Northwich? That's a coal mine there. Extend that onwards to Northwich. Maybe follow along, quad track this for the rail line. Or do I maybe cross over the freight line, bring it into here, maybe put the freight station down here? That's a possibility. Here's a question. 320. 4 tracks. Actually, this wouldn't be such a bad place. Now, with that said, I could have the express train run along a dedicated track and just bring in the freight on this side. That's a possibility. So I could have this basically connect on like that, although over here we have goods factory, we have machine factory, we have food. So there's going to be a lot of production. Second machines factory up here. There's going to be a lot of production here. We have oil. Yeah, Northwich is probably going to be a major industrial hub. We have oil here. Where am I going to put the freight in Northwich? Probably over here. I could barrel it through into here. I would just need one of these. Tear out the residential here. And just have that. Or, yep. Send it off like that. So I'm probably just going to have a pass through here. I don't think I'm necessarily going to want... We have a machine factory here. I'm not really going to bring these resources into the town to have a line coming in here. I'm probably only going to have the TFM, maybe 1 or 2 other dedicated lines coming in here. Well, refinery here. And now, what I would like to do, we are going to go to 6 platforms. What I'm going to probably want and that would be possibly an ideal spot. Bring cargo in like that. If I put the express line on the outside, bring the 564. Yep, let's do it. And we are going to first of all nope. All right. Let's bring this across. And now if we nope, that's not going to work. Right now we don't have any freight coming in here, but it would be nice to get this sorted before we actually do. I would want to have Now, another option. That's the question. Am I going to want to have any lines terminating into Kirton? What is Kirton producing? Mostly just fuel, since that's nearby. Northwich has lots of goods. I think this machine factory here, I'm going to want to connect it more to Workingham. So we'll have lines coming in to here. We'll have to bring steel in from out of town. So what I am going to want to do, I could almost have this and we want that. We are going to do that. For now, we'll just do that, just to reserve the space, because what we do not want necessarily is building here where it would block our ability to expand that later. All right, we are going to, we want, we just want to bring cargo in. Could build that right there. That gets some pretty good coverage. Actually, yeah, that gets pretty good coverage as it is. Now, am I going to want to have any freight necessarily coming in here? I probably am at some point, but we'll just build one of these here. We are going to connect that in like that. And now we can, for now, we are just going to set up the line. It's going to go from here over to here. And this is going to be LF Kirton RT1. So we have the local buses. We have 2 people waiting there, 9 people there. No one interested in taking the bus. What is the frequency of the bus, though? 10-minute frequency. You know what? Let's buy another post bus. And we want the Chorleywood to Kirton line. And I will... Yeah, we have no one there. We're going to buy another post bus, and we are going to send it to the Kirton to Northwich. 56 for Dunwich, 2 for Kirton, 27 on the express line. 37 people. We are going to buy a bunch of post buses on the 6P line. You need to go this way. You need to go back that way. You also need to go that way. We need you to pick up. And here we have 12 and 4. And we have Grace to Dunwich. Okay, one thing we might want to do then Do we actually have goods showing up here? We have tools and machines. And we have goods over there. We have how much? Graze the Dunwich. Actually, we have a fair bit. And then over here we have Graze the Dunwich. Yep, we are going to replace this out with, for now, a Class 53 Prussian G3. We are going to bump up to 7. Let's go up to 5. That is going to be $1.98 million. Yep. We have no loans. Did you have to... Please tell me we don't have a... No, there's probably a signal block that was not clear for the train to go. Wow, we got a ton of... What are we currently running here? Well, let's... we want the local routes. Yeah, let's upgrade Graze to the post bus. And replace now 569, 247, 253, and 284. Over here in Upton, what we can do is we can do the same thing. This one's losing us money. It's rather unfortunate. Post bus, and post bus. Place now. 218, 218, and 218. Now over here in West Malling, wait. Yeah, we could definitely use an upgrade as well. West Malling RT1 and RT2. We want the post bus and the post bus. Place now 343 and 312. 2.3 million in the bank. We have no loans. And it is September 30th. October 1st, we're in the negatives. All right. We got a lot of livestock here. And we have a lot of trucks queuing up. All right. Yep, they're more than handling that. I've been meaning to want to fix this. Although what I'm probably going to do is basically tear this down, drop the level, tear out the roads, and put a freight distribution hub possibly over here rather than over here. And we got a ton of stuff sitting here. Steel is going back to West Malling Steel. That must be steel coming in from over there, wanting to come over to here to be loaded onto train. And we got a ton of steel sitting here. Vehicles. We are still running the are not at top speed. Alright, so we're still running the Class 53 Prussian. What I would like to do is bump up to the thinking about getting rid of the Prussian and going up to the PLM for the increased power. Because yeah, we're running 160 kilowatts, and then this would bring it up to 450. Plus, it would mean more tractive effort. Let's do a replace now. $11.4 million. Sure. Alright. And now, I did say I wanted to get out to Northwich, but we got stuck on some upgrades. We have our Graze the Kirton line coming in here. I'll probably have enough time to run the line, but not much more other than that. Let's repay. Is November. Now, question is, we are at a height of 114 there, and we need to be at a height of 112. Now the question is, how much? So it looks like we're probably going to be tunneling. Then we drop down. Most likely be tunneling that. Anyway, we're going to run from here, and that is 600. We do that. So that will start a tunnel there. Yep, we're going to have to do that. And we are coming into there. Sure. Although dropping down too much will mean we'll have to come up even higher. If we were to connect this into there, that's going to want to do that. We're going to let's keep it on the flat. We're going to embankment. And we do not have any money left. Let's borrow some so we can get this built in. And then over on this side, we're going to want a tunnel. We are going to want to embankment that. 462, sure. Let's extend the line. am I on the right side? Yes, I am. And to complete the double tracking, 590 and 12.4. Alright, so we have a line from Kirton to Northwich to complete the Grays to Grays main line rail. And then what I'm probably going to do, since we are going to be in like that, we might as well I'm going to come to about there. Let's pause it here. And now, any chance we can break the ground? Not really. So we are at 115 right there, and we would be at a 107 there. Yeah, we don't really want to come up, just go down. What do I want to do here? I might just leave this. Track has no maintenance costs, so we're not spending money that we wouldn't be otherwise spending money on. Alright, so we have that section. We could connect up Northwich, which we will do. Now, we have commercial here, we have residential here, industrial here. I mentioned probably bringing in the freight rail into here. Another option is I could bring it right around like this. Curve station. And then just have it go out like that. Another option is I could have it run this way. Have a stop here, maybe a stop here. Maybe. Alright, another thing I'm going to want to do is signals, but I'm not going to do that right now. Do we have space for a bus terminal? Another thing is I'm probably going to want to have... Yep, okay. My intercity is coming into here. And we are going to complete that. Alright, so for local lines, I'm probably going to want to have one that runs basically like this, maybe over to here. We're probably going to have another one that goes like that. So let's put a bus station right there. Another one right there. And we are going to throw another one right there because I might have a line running like that in the future. And we might as well put another one out here. We are going to want bus stops. Throw a bus stop there. One there. One there. One there. We'll do those stops And then we're going to want to stop there, one there. We're going to have our connecting line right there and one there. I'll throw one there, and one there. We are going to want 2 new lines. This is going to be bus. This is Northwich RT1 and bus Northwich RT2. And we are going to do the RT1 going this way. And we are going to do the RT2 line going this way. Alright, another thing I'm going to want to think about in the near future is once airports become available, which places am I going to want to have airports? It's going to be a little bit awkward to find a good place for an airport, because reasons. And we are going to put a road depot right over there. We want a couple post buses. Let's let things roll. We want that onto RT1. And RT2. And there is the end of the year. And in 1910, we get the new tank wagon, the new open wagon, and the Verbandswagen. So that would be all new freight wagons. Interesting that the initial state car comes out in like the 1890s and it expires in the 1890s, and the other ones do not expire until much later. So we have the Verbandswagen 1910 to 1975. Yeah, this, I don't know when this is supposed to expire, but yeah, these come out late. The American versions, they come out, I think it is around 1900. Yep, this came out in 1890, very early on. Tank wagon, 9 capacity, 120 km/h top speed, 8 capacity for the open wagon. Eight capacity, 9 capacity. Yeah, these are all 120 km/h. We're not going to be using them for some time. We have 41 wanting to go to Askern, 4 to Chorleywood. We'll just let things roll. Although, do we even have Northwich connected by road? No, we don't. We are going to want to do that eventually. And I am going to run a road. Although we are going to need money. We are, going to want to go into there. And connecting into there. Or do we connect it into here? No, we'll connect in there. And let's build this. Oh, wow. let's just go to there. And we are going to go to about here, but we are going to force it up. And just let us get some money. We're going to bridge this over. And we are going to want to come right into there. That. So we now have a road route, and that has gone away. So we can, if we want to, buy a road vehicle, post bus ep41, the 8p Kirton to Northwich line. And we are going to buy another one, post bus et13, 8p. Now down here we have two finally showing up for the 7p line. We got 8 people for Grays to Kirton. We have 2 for Chorleywood to Kirton, 25 for Dunwich to Chorleywood. Let's buy a couple post buses and the Dunwich to Chorleywood. You need to go that way. So we have a few passengers to pick up. Still using land hours down here, that's fine. Although here we have 2 and 3. Dunwich, what we are going to do is replace these out with post buses. And replace now 126, replace now 157, and 157. And can I get down at ground level? Not really. There we go. Looks like it has a luggage rack on top. And that is a DMG CanStat. All right. We got a load of people here. We are still using the land hours, so we might as well do an upgrade. We want Southgate. No, actually, we don't have a whole lot of ones on here. Let's do a replace now, replace now, replace now. Let's repay some of our loan. $31 Southgate to Askern. Let's buy a couple post buses and Southgate to Askern. You are going to Askern. No, you're not. You are going to Southgate. You are going to Southgate, and you are not going to Askern. You are going to Southgate. Right here, then I go straight up. Let's ride aboard it. And there comes another PLM. Is there another train ahead of us? Yes, there is. At this point in time, what I might just do is take a break here, although I just want to check on Northwich. We do have to extend our rail line out to Northwich to, of course, complete the line. But for the moment, just want to see how this performs. And we're running Prussians on that other line there. It's a pretty nice view coming down from Southgate. We're making good use out of the PLMs. Alright, so yeah, that's a Grays to Southgate. And yeah, there is a pretty lengthy section here. I am almost tempted to quad track that. Yeah, I don't like putting signals in the tunnel, although I just might. Partially has to do with the fact that if a train gets flipped around, it has issues. Although one thing I could do to prevent that, maybe, is we can force it to be one way. Yeah, because what we do not want is our trains to just stop and wait. Now over here we have a lot of these trucks are going empty. If we take a look at the lines and we want the it is RF Grays Harbor Transfer. We're hauling 29 of 60 oil, 1 of 18 machines, 4 of 48, 11 of 90, yep, 8-second frequency, so yeah, we put way too many trucks on the line. And the line itself, the Grays Harbor Transfer, still it's making us 488K per year. And we'll sell that one off. This is only hauling 20 crude oil. Yeah, this freight line here is just not really getting any use. There's Nothing showing up on that line. We got some construction materials going over to Luggers Hall. We have only a handful of construction materials. This is a limit of 6,400, which is the maximum possible. Line usage is 4,200 production. It has tons of crude oil stored. There's 3,500 demand. Yeah, what we might have to do is start expanding delivery out on this part of the map. Just because the more we expand out this way, the less it really benefits the industries over there. There is a distance issue. Oh, wow. We got a ton of stuff over here. Really? Wow. Yeah, I might have to sort this out off screen. We're just going to buy a bunch of trucks going to the 02F line and the RT1 line. LF RT1. Yeah, that could be an issue. Wow. How are we doing over here? We got some tools and machines going on each line. We got 15 and 3 there. I am going to buy a couple can stats for the Southgate Plastics transfer. We're going to make one final check over in this area. Over here in Chorleywood, we got a lot of people wanting to go to Dunwich. Let's buy some post buses for Dunwich to Chorleywood. And you need to go that way. You need to go that way. You need to go that way. And over here in Chorleywood, we have 1 and 2. We want 2 post buses. This one we're going to send to 7P. And this one we're going to send to 8P. You're going to Kirton. And the other one is going to Kirton. Nice. Over here we have 4 people interested in traveling. Let's buy a road vehicle. And the 8P line. Oh no. Not one of those. Post bus. 8P. And we do not want you to go to Kirton Central. You need to go to Northwich Halt. Although, with that said, now there's no one waiting because the bus already picked up. That's fine. It'll improve the frequency, which is what we need. We're probably going to need more trains. We are definitely going to need more trains. 62 want to go towards Dunwich. We have $5 million in the bank. Let's repay all that. At this point in time, though, what I'm going to do is take a break here. I know I need to increase the quantity of trains on the line. I will, not this episode, obviously, because I'm wrapping things up. In another episode, I will finally connect up Northwich. We will do an upgrade of passenger capacity. And yeah, we got a ton of stuff saying. Ton of people. Wow. Yep, indeed. Things are going quite well. We have lots of passenger capacity. Lots of people showing up. Lots of people wanting to move. Lots of places connected up. And yes, indeed. It's awesome. Things are working quite nicely. how I figured them would be. Anyway, it is June 10th. We're going to wrap things up here. We're going to repay what we can. But at this point in time, I'd like to say thank you for joining me for this episode of Transport Fever European Freeplay Edition. Thank you for watching. My name is Scott for SB Gaming. And as always, have a good day.